All right, well, thank you so much for jumping on. I am so excited, and this is an exciting group, you guys, and I just want to congratulate and welcome you all on, because all of you guys bring in 1,000 or more in personal volume. So you guys are rocking your business month after month, and you're building and you're continuously building, and we want to congratulate you and recognize you. Plus, this is a special Zoom just for you guys. And we are going to have Shalon Murphy, Platinum NMD, on. Shalon is actually my friend from middle school, and she introduced me to the company. And when she came up with, not really came up with the idea, but she was doing this in another leg, and what was happening was major, major growth, double, triple rank advancements. So I'm gonna pass it over to Shalon, and she's gonna kind of share with you guys the idea, and we're gonna go through a little bit of goal setting and different things that we can do to get the month set off. So Shalon, take it away. Can you hear me?
All right. Hi, everybody. I want you to know that my hair is wet because I actually showered. It's not greasy. I smell amazing. You just can't tell that I showered today. So I didn't really quite get a chance to blow dry it, but there you go. So I didn't want you to think I'm a total grease bomb. And I'm also like dark and nice and blonde, right? Got the ombre look going. But no, I am super, super, super excited about this group, and I cannot take the credit for the idea. Actually, Mandy Drost and Angela O'Neill came to me last month, and they said, I really feel like we have a big group of people that have hit this $1,000 mark. And obviously, if you hit that mark, you are above average. You are an above average brand partner, and people absolutely look to you as a leader. You are considered a leader because you produce more than the average person. So I think some of you may be shocked and don't view yourself like that, but I want you to know that you should view yourself like that. You are doing an above average job. And I also know that the people that are qualified to be on this Zoom probably get more no's than most people in this company because you are out talking to more people. And so you have kind of been, I don't want to say the word seasoned to the word no, but no isn't necessarily going to knock you off your horse, right? If you're selling 1,000 in volume, you're not getting 100% yeses. I know that to be true, right? Nod your heads, right? So that also means that you have probably one of the biggest buckets to pull from, whether for reoccurring orders, whether it is to reach back in and offer the opportunity to those people. And so I really felt like this was a fantastic mark to rise kind of to that next level. And so what we're going to actually do is, if you watch this, hopefully you guys watched the Friday and Saturday Super Regional. Oh my gosh, the feedback from that event has been off the charts. I have to say, I loved being able to be in pajamas watching it on Friday, and on Saturday I trained, but I just had a nice shirt on and then I had shorts on the bottom. But it was super, super powerful. And I feel like Amber has upped the game as far as what's being provided in training. It's now like 95% how to do it, spoon-fed verbiage, spoon-fed this is from A, B, C, D, E. It's like exactly how to go about everything. It's 95% that, 5% motivation, mindset, all of those things. So sometimes whenever you have 2 days worth of trainings and you've taken fantastic notes, you have, like, if you're anything like me, I hear 2 good ideas and in my mind I can spur them into like 10 more. Like, ooh, that's good, and then I could do this, then I could do that, and then I could do this, and I'll write that down. And so sometimes when I have too many good ideas or too many things I want to do, I end up doing none because I don't feel like I have enough time to sit down and do them all. So what I really hope that you either have done already or are going to do is go back to your notes from this weekend and apply 1 or 2 things. Don't ever feel like you have to sit down and accomplish everything you want to accomplish, because you end up really paralyzing yourself and paralyzing your own growth because you want to do so many things. And that's the same thing for the house, like, right? Like you have 17 loads of laundry and you just let it keep going. You're like, I don't have time to do all of that. But you just have to do it one load at a time. Like I have time to do one. I can fold one basket right now. I always get up and do stuff during commercials. I'm like, I will work during the commercial. I'll get up and load the dishwasher during the commercial or whatever it may be. So a lot of this is really simplifying it and just putting it into baby steps and just getting into activity mode. But what I would love to hear from you guys is hopefully after that time this weekend, Neora University last night, I'm really hoping you were able to kind of set goals for yourself for the end of this month. And I know you heard me train about shooting for goals by the 22nd of the month. Don't, especially if you're going for that next rank, especially if you've been at a certain rank for a really long time and you're wanting to go to that next rank, you need to shoot for that current rank by the 22nd. The 23rd then becomes your icing on the cake. And that last 48 hours is when we're going for that mad push for that next rank. And it is amazing. And groups that we've done this with, last month, I did it with several. We had someone who's been in for 4 years, really never saw herself as a leader. And whenever she got on this Zoom, and by the way, if you don't have a workout partner, look around, look left, look right. This is a group of people to plug into. These are the go-getters. These are the people out making it happen. And I think she felt very empowered just being a part of this and decided to really start sharing the opportunity side. And she hadn't done a virtual event yet. So she hosted a Zoom event. She hosted a Facebook event. She had never recruited anyone. She recruited 5 brand partners last month. And one of her brand partners is the person who in 10 days went to director. So she went from being a brand partner for 4 years to not only a team director, but she had a director on her team in 30 days. So, and there's people who were director for a very long time. And she was like, I really want to hit director before the 22nd. She hit team director before the 22nd. So it's just, and it's story after story of people who haven't, so many people got the Give and Grow promotion that have never recruited a brand partner or who have never had a full team yet, that now have that team and are shooting for that level 1 PC team bonus, level 2 team bonus. So it's really about looking where you are now and thinking, okay, by the end of this month, where do I want to be? And I want to hear from you guys. And I would love to hear if you have a plan also, not just what you want, but what are you going to do to get that? So I'm actually going to open the floor and let you guys kind of share your goals for this month. And it can be things like, maybe you haven't done a virtual Zoom party and that's one of the things you want to do. It doesn't have to be this huge, enormous goal. It's what's your plan for this month and where do you want to end up at? So you can unmute yourself and share. Whoever wants to go first can.
Shalon, I want to do a live Facebook party. I've not done one, and that is my goal. One of my goals.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who else?
Actually, Stephanie, my new brand partner, we're going to do it together. So.
Okay.
I would like to recruit 2 brand partners this month.
Who's that? Okay. Anybody got trip volume goals? Who's going on that trip?
Yes.
Who's running for the trip? Raise your hand
Me.
if you are running for
Me.
the trip.
Me.
I'm not kidding you guys. There will be 2 trips. There has to be. I mean, Patia, would you be shocked if they don't have to rent another place? Or like last time we went to Puerto Vallarta, they had to do 2 weeks.
Yeah, they would do 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
It was awesome.
And honestly, Puerto Vallarta.
It was so awesome.
Okay, I'll
hotel.
stay there for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Hilton.
No,
They've already
I'm
booked.
really-
I'd rather see him get another
That's the
hotel.
backup hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the trip volume and how you acquire it, and so many people maybe don't understand the importance of May and double trip volume, and then anything new that any new customers you get this month, if they reorder in June, you get double trip volume on those orders again. So, you know, casting that bucket as big as you can and getting those yeses now and following up, and it doesn't matter what they order next month, you still get that double the work for that volume. So, okay, go ahead.
Shalon, I'm going for 15 PCs this month, new ones, so I can get the double.
I like it.
I am kind of feeling not lost, but so much I don't know which one to. I don't know what to focus on, so to speak. And so I know like having parties would be the A activity thing, but if you could cast a few pearls out there, that would be amazing. And then I have a Zoom tip because I do this for my day job at school. We have to do Zoom now. If you hit the space bar, it unmutes you, and then you let go of the space bar, you're muted back.
That didn't work for me.
Yeah, you get it? Space bar, you're not muted.
But that doesn't work for me.
You're the leader of the pack.
Mine doesn't. Oh, maybe it's because that's cool though. I like that. So Laura, have you had any virtual events yet?
Yes.
Yes. Did you do Zoom or Facebook or both?
Yes. I've
Both?
done them myself
You did both?
personally, and then Patia did my Zoom for me. I never had one of those before. I'm having a lot of difficulty having people book a party for me. I'm not having success with that. Every party is mine.
Okay. And do you have any brand partners on your team?
Yes, I have 4. 2 active,
Okay,
I mean, they're all 4 active. 2 came in at the $20 coupon as a coupon, and 2 are working.
Okay. And have both of them done virtual events?
One. What? Sheila? No.
Okay.
What do you think, Sheila?
Not that they hosted themselves.
Okay, so I would encourage them to have their own individual launch events. Ideally, do a Zoom first. Anyone who couldn't get on the Zoom, you funnel into the Facebook party. For both of them, I know that's not for your own personal business, but just to help with your team. And as far as your personal business goes, and how long have you been doing this, Laura?
4.5 years.
Okay. So you have a big book of business. You what?
I have about 30 PCs from the beginning to now, but maybe 10 to 12 active PCs per month, given a month. Okay.
So I would go back to your book of business that you do have. And so what I'm saying to my people is, hey, I know you haven't ordered in a while. And if I have it in my reports to see what they used to order, great. If not, like if I can, as detailed to them as I can make it is more beneficial. But for some people, I don't know what they ordered. They've been out of the system for a long time. So I just kind of, hey, I'm reconnecting. We have a promotion where the company is gifting free product to frontline essential workers for any orders over $150. I know you loved the night cream. I know you loved the firm. I know you loved the blank. So I'm reaching out to all of my current and past customers to see if they wanted to purchase or knew of someone that was looking for any anti-aging products. And that way you get a free gift, as does the healthcare worker. So it's kind of starting with that book of business. I had someone who referred me to one of her friends, and they ordered. So I'm trying now to maybe get her to do a Facebook party, but then she doesn't do Facebook. So I was like, dang it. Come on, lady. But also it's asking for referrals is super helpful. Like, do you know of anyone that is looking for anti-aging products because of this month, right? I also am going to text my group of friends that have never, ever, ever ordered from me and but that are my friends, and say, hey, I'm running for a trip and everything I do this month counts twice. Would any of you be willing to post this on Facebook for me on your own wall? And see if any of them not have a party, make a post. Some of them will, some of them won't. And depending on who it is, you can give them a hydrogel patch for doing that, or you can say if anyone orders from the post, and have them obviously tag you in the post that you make. So some of it's not even necessarily they have to host a full-blown party, but even if they posted something on their Facebook wall for you, that's a big deal. So and then having another party for yourself, because we're launching hair care, so you can say, we're having a new product launch. You can start a wait list for that, but we also can get and talk about the other products that are happening as well. We have some people in the chat.
Thank you.
Lou, are you going to get to come on our trip? They said that they haven't announced anything yet. Are you guys going to get to come? I feel like that's what they want to do.
I don't know.
Sure.
Obviously, they can't announce anything over here because we're all locked down, so there's no flights going out. So our trip, obviously our Vietnam one got postponed till October. I don't think that's probably not going to go ahead because I don't think we'll be allowed. So it's really hard for corporate to organize anything because they just don't know whether or not
Yeah.
where we're going to be able to go.
She said that they are very aware that the Australian leadership would really like to be a part of that one. But then she followed up with, but right now it is like lockdown, so they can't really do much. But so they know that. Just know that they know that.
That's really cool. That would be amazing if we could come on the trip with you guys.
Yeah,
like,
and everyone that was on that Zoom, we all agreed because we want you guys there too.
Yay! How amazing! So that's February.
I know.
It's difficult,
Now
obviously, with not any dates or anything as well.
Now we just need to get the Rona out of the way.
That's
Hurry
the
along
silver
there.
lining. The silver lining of what's happened.
Someone said 5,000 trip volume, at least 2 parties a week, and sign 2 more brand partners. It's Chromebook. I don't know who that is.
It's Chelsea Youngblood.
Oh, I see it. Chelsea Youngblood. Sorry, new computer. I didn't continue to read. Chelsea, that is an amazing goal.
Mine is 5,000 to 6,000 trip volume, 2 new brand partners, and I'll get 15 orders at 150. And I am really having luck. I have parties booked this week, you guys. Like Courtney's a party person. Courtney's going to speak up here in a minute and tell you what she's doing. But she's doing what I'm doing. We just had a party. And I have 2 more, and this is how I got 2, and then I have 2 more. But I'm offering that firm for free. But it doesn't have to be firm. Courtney did just eye serum. People go nuts when you're doing something free. And I don't tell them why. I just say, do you want this for free? And they say yes. And when they say yes, I send them a little blurb. I go, good. Host a party, 5 people. I don't require orders. You guys can do what you want, tell them whatever you want, but they will start having parties for you. And I'm going to have 2 to 4 a week.
Wow.
When we get new people, it's my warm market. That's what you got to get to.
Yeah, I've had luck with my customers having parties for me to get a free product. So they love the product, so I know they want free. And at the end of last month, I had like 3 parties within the last week. And so I saw the sunscreen on the Neora Gives Back point. So I was going to go back there and get some of that, use that for some free product. And I usually say, like, if you can get like 5 or more people to participate, or something like that. So there's kind of like a number there so they invite and everything. So it's good to see you all, because I see everyone on Facebook and you all are real live people in the flesh. So that's so we all help each other on Facebook.
Some flesh dirtier than others, but
How about that? I know.
So yeah, Marilyn and I just got done with one of my brand partners. We did it together. So I did think that helped. We kind of took that from the training. So we had 2 days on, and we had like 7 or 8 people on there, Marilyn, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's good.
So my goal, I want to like kind of amp up my Facebook parties. Try to do like 2 a week or so I can get like 8 to 10 done this month, and focus on 150, the sales for 150 to get that up.
Love it. I mean, we're gonna have people qualify for this trip quicker than ever. I love it.
I took Marilyn's idea with the firm, and at home I think I have like 4 or 5 bottles of the night cream, like in my own little personal stash, that I figured a lot of people either want the night cream or they want the firm, I think. So, I mean, I don't have any firm. Honestly, I've never even used the firm.
Oh, sorry, you are missing out.
No, I don't feel like I need to use the firm. Like, I'm.
Oh, well. Well.
Yeah. People could say that.
I don't tell people that, of course. I tell people, yeah, I use the firm like on my boobs and hips from when I.
You be like, look at me. Don't I look like I use it?
Nurse my daughter. Like, yeah, the firm is great. But, I mean, that's what I feel. I feel like most people that I've talked to, they either want the firm or they want the night cream. So I figured, since I believe there's like 4 or 5 bottles, that I was going to use that as the free product, in a sense, like what Marilyn had advertised. But I mean, I haven't had anybody jump on that yet. But I have talked, Nikki's probably sick of me because she's not a morning person, and I text her at like 9 o'clock every morning.
She told me she's really sick of you. She told me.
I know.
I'm kidding.
I believe it.
No,
I tell her,
she
like, once
didn't.
a week, I'm like, you probably hate me. Like, you love me because I'm super
She
coachable.
loves you.
If you tell me what to do, I'll do it. But at the same time, I feel like I'm one of her kids, and I'm just like, mom, 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 mom.
I tell you, you can text me as early as you want, but I probably won't respond until after 11.
I've also been doing that with like prospects that I've sampled that maybe if money's a little tight this month, like furloughed or whatever, and I'm like, hey, how about you do it, host, and I'll get them a free product for being the host. So that's kind of a way for them to at least get them started on something. And I have some face wash. I mean, the face wash lasts me forever, so I have plenty of time to go back and replenish my own stash of face wash or something. But I have gone back to a few people that sampled last month that just said they couldn't really purchase right now to see if they would host something, and I'll get them like a free full-size product. So I haven't. And then again, my customers really jumped on it. I went back to people that use it pretty religiously, and they're like, heck yeah, I'll get something for free from you because I've sent you a bunch of my money for this stuff. So I've been lucky with like those 2 kind of markets.
Laura, that might be something to do when you go back to your book of business of someone that you knew that used to order night cream or whatever you have as a free gift to offer as a host for a party. All right, who else?
Well,
I
was
think
gonna.
what I'm
My
gonna
goal
do.
was. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'll go back.
Go ahead, Lou. You're up.
Okay, cool. What I was thinking of doing, so obviously I've taken inventory of what stock I've got, how many NGB points I'm going to cash in. So I'm going to get a load of extra stock and give those away for freebies as incentives, and just put a post, say, buy this, get this. So we don't have the free sunscreen, but we do have the free patches with the cleanse, whatever set that is. Can't remember how it's called. What
Cleanse,
it's called.
correct, protect.
Yeah, so and offer extra freebies with that. But also another thing that I'm going to do, which I took from the training, is really up my game on my stories. So I feel like stories are getting a lot of traction on Facebook right now, and people are more inclined just to click, because it's easier just to click on a story rather than go to somebody's newsfeed. So I'm going to make my stories into actual stories rather than putting random things. I think Gillian did a really good story, and also Sam Wyatt as well. So they were, and I can't remember what the other ladies' names were, sorry.
Yeah.
But like Gillian, for example, did like training in the morning. She showed herself working out, which I don't do, so you won't see any of those from me. But so she showed herself working out, and then she showed herself putting like firm on her arms and firm on her tummy and stuff, and just did a whole story. And I feel like that's going to keep people more interested. And then if you have the call to action at the end, I think you might be more likely for people to go, yeah, okay, I want some more information on that, because you use the products or the business is awesome, that sort of thing.
Love it.
But my goal is 9 new PCs, and I want to get 2 BPs as well, and I want to get them on the $6.95 kit. So fingers crossed.
Got it. Thank you. Nikki, you can go now.
No problem.
Okay. Well, I was saying, yeah, so my goal is the 13 new PCs at the 150 or whatever they talked about, which I think I have 5 under my belt as of right now.
Nice.
And I would like to get a couple BPs. So ideally 14 or 4,000, between 4,000 and 5,000 in trip volume. What I was going to piggyback on too with Laura, she mentioned about trying to get friends or customers to book parties and struggling with that. And something that Desiree and I talked about, and she actually has a party booked from it, is that I know that people love free products, but sometimes that isn't necessarily enough to entice people. And so we had talked about, especially with the focus on giving back this month and with everything going on, that asking people to host a party and tell them that by agreeing to host a party that they can choose an organization of their choice that I give back to. And so like Desiree has a girl that she's wanted to sample and get interested in stuff, and she's a nurse, and she just agreed to host a party next week, and she chose the American Heart Association. And obviously people can do whatever they want as far as how much they give back or whatever. We basically, the idea that I threw out is you could do half your commission, up to an X amount or something, because obviously you're still making money if you're doing 50% of your commissions, plus you're getting all the trip volume from anything that comes from it too. So that was another idea that I had thrown around to some people, and that I was going to reach out to some of my current and past customers and take that approach with trying to get them to host something.
Love it. That's cute. And
yeah, I have. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just with what Nikki said, my friend Caitlin, she is a cardiac nurse, but she also does modeling, and she does traveling modeling. Like she's done stuff in China, in Italy, Australia. Like she's been all over the world, her and her twin sister. And ever since I started, I've wanted to get her at least like to try the products. If she would join, then that would be awesome, because I think she would be a great person, considering the fact that she knows so many people in so many different countries that she talks to on a regular basis. But she's the one that is willing to host a party next week. I don't have all the details and stuff yet, but there's a lady, because I started in September, just this past September. And my very first PC, she's ordered every month, and I invited her to the party tomorrow night. I think it is that Patia's doing. Is it Patia or you? One of you are doing. But I told her that if she knows people that, you know, she thinks would be interested in the products or even in the business, to go ahead and invite them. Let me know who they are, and for every 3 orders that I get, I'll give her a full-size product for free. So she has 6 people that she's invited to the party tomorrow night. So I mean, we'll see how that goes. I definitely feel like I need to like spread my wings and do my own party. Like, I know I can do it. It's just working up those nerves and getting them out, I guess you could say, to like actually do it and speak
Sounds
to
like
people.
you have a new goal for yourself this month, my friend.
Yeah, like I told Nikki, like, I'm super coachable. Like, I will do whatever needs to be done to reach my goals. Like, this past month has been like my best month since I've started. And I'm constantly asking Nikki, you know, how can I do this? How can I do that? Like, do you have tips and suggestions for this? Like, I know I'm doing good, but I feel like that there's always something more that I could or should be doing. So
there's always room for improvement.
Like, I'm not afraid to reach out to people. If they tell me no, then okay, whatever. Like, I'll just reach out to you next month. Like, whatever. You know, if you happen to comment or like on something, you know, I may talk to you about whatever the case may be. But I think for me, building those relationships, like those personal relationships with people, I think is what's going to help me, because like, I want so much from this company. Like, I kind of feel like I'm impatient with it. You know what I mean? Like, I want it now.
You want it yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Like,
well, I think maybe you just added something that you can do to your list that you haven't done yet. So just kind of keep building onto that. Anna put in the chat that she's going to get 9 to 15 new PCs. She already has 4 Facebook parties with Marilyn's idea. At least 1 new brand partner, 4,000 trip volume by end of June. Awesome. Oh, that's Berg.
I love this. You guys.
Anybody else want to share?
Okay. Hey, Shalon.
Hi.
You know, you made a comment about your hair looking dark. Mine is dark, and it is because I haven't washed it in a couple days. So you're one up on me on this.
I smell better than you, Katie.
Yeah, you probably do. We had a full day, and you know, it just is what it is right now. So, my goal for sure would be to climb back up to team director. I have 1,000 excuses. My rank dropped this month, and none of my excuses are good because we all have been in the same boat. So definitely trying to climb back up and even surpass that. So I used to be really good at Facebook parties, but I think living in such a small town, it's become the same people at these parties over and over. So my thought, and somebody may already be doing this, so I may just be saying what y'all already know to do, but I know this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So I was thinking of making it more thematic and not just to all of my friends and all the people that I network with on Facebook, but that way they could then share. I think Nurses Week is I feel like it's right around the same time, if I'm not mistaken. But for me, because I'm a teacher full time, so when I see these hilarious memes right now, especially with the homeschooling stuff, like they crack me up and they're so relatable as a teacher. Like all teachers are saying, yep, we told you parents, your kid's not an angel, you know? So if you could have a Facebook party that was thematic to careers, or you know, have a stay-at-home mom party for moms that have a full-time gig of raising children, because we all know that's a tough job too. So I have to think of ways to narrow down my parties. I liked from training this week that parties only have to be 5 or so people. My parties are generally like 40 something. And at the beginning that was good, and they were, you know, really beneficial. But now, since it's the same ones over and over, I'm trying to recreate it. So I think I'm going to do like a teacher appreciation one where it's just teachers. That way they feel more apt to win that grand prize or whatever. So I don't know if anybody's tried anything like that, if you guys have any tips.
I think that's a great idea.
Other goals would definitely be to get.
Have you seen just off the top of my head, first of all, I love that idea. Having that teacher appreciation, I think, is brilliant. I posted in Team Next Level, and I think Patia also posted them there. Maybe I posted them there. All those videos from our retreat. Yep. And so it has the link to that. If you don't find it, I will send it to, I'll send it to you because I don't have it to put in the chat off
Katie,
the top of my
I'll tag you in it. I'll find it.
Anyway, there is, Sam Wyatt was a teacher. Colleen was a teacher. It says their name and their profession, like alongside of it. So those are great assets to use to cater towards a certain field. So like I'm a stay-at-home mom, so mine's a stay-at-home mom. So if you did themed parties, there's some that, like Mandy is a nurse practitioner. So if you did like more of the medical field one, there was a video for that. So that might be a good tool for you to use, or for anyone to use. Those videos turned out fantastic, and they're like 2 minutes or less. So they're short, to the point, and a great third-party tool. But I love that.
Katie, tomorrow night, and I'm really excited because Laura Storm just put on there that Nurses Appreciation Week is tomorrow to
I knew it was soon.
And tomorrow we are doing a Facebook Live for anyone for the frontline workers. We're really going to just kind of hone in on the promotion that we have. And so it's going to be a Facebook Live for all of our team. So you can even use that one to kind of, do more of an audience for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Love that. Anybody else? All right. So this is the next part of the Zoom. So this group is going to get back together on what is the day of the week on the 23rd? I didn't even look. Hold on. Is it like it's a Saturday. So I'll get with Patia. It's either going to be on the 23rd or like maybe the 24th. We'll pick a time that works. Sometimes Saturday, although every day is basically Saturday right now. But we're going to get back together. And I really want you to do a couple things. Tonight, when we get off of this, I want you to write down how much trip volume you have right now. And I want you to see where you can get that to by our Zoom on the 23rd. So really kind of have that. If you haven't seen the puzzle pieces, they are uploading those into Wiki. They might already be there. It's an 18-piece puzzle. You can print it out. You can just cut it out. And then for every 1,000 you get, you kind of put that puzzle together, because how annoying is it to have pieces of your puzzle missing, right? And I also really want you to, so many of you shared your goals, and thank you so much for sharing. But also we're going to kind of reconvene, and so many of you are going to be further than where you thought you were by the 22nd or 23rd because of the work you do between now and then. And I want to hear about all of the wins that you've had along the way. I want to hear about the tips that you've learned from that point to the 22nd, 23rd. The other thing is everyone on this Zoom, I really and truly do value and see as a leader. And I know a lot of you have my phone number, but some of you don't. And you guys have fantastic leadership. There, you know, Nikki and Marilyn and Patia, but more than that, there are so many good leaders on this Zoom, and they really raise the bar as far as leadership goes. And I absolutely love getting a chance to work with them. But more than that, you guys are very lucky to be able to not just learn from them, but to have access to them. They lock arms and just work with everyone. But if I can ever be of assistance, or if you ever need advice, or just whatever it might be, I want you to know that I want to give you my phone number. And so you have my phone number, and we are all in this together, and we are going to crush May, and we are going to be in Puerto Vallarta together. So my cell phone number is 562-234-9839. It's California phone number from when I lived in the Long Beach ghetto of Long Beach. So it's 562-234-9839. Don't hesitate. I am happy to help in any way that I can. And I don't know, Paige, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, you did a great job. I'm excited to see what May brings to all of us.
I know. I can't wait to see you guys back after the 23rd rolls around and hear what's happened. And again, if you don't have a workout partner and want one, this is probably a great group to search and look for one.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shalon.
All right. You're welcome. Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Shalon. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks.